Good morning. Today we are going to discuss a new topic that is an interesting topic is our environment. So in this our environment today we are going to discuss more about what is environment and what are the factors which is present in this environment, isn't it? So the next we are can see this is you can see here the environment. So you all know that what is environment. So environment is everything that is around us, isn't it? So you all know that life on earth providing the air we breathe and the water we drink and all the resources we rely on this. So that is what is environment. So when someone asks what is environment, we usually say that our surroundings. Here you can see the what is environment, that is the surroundings in which the animals, plants and human beings live. This we call it as environment. And also in this environment provide us the air to breathe, water to drink and various other sources to rely on. And in this environment we will be having two components which is present in this environment. Here the two components which is present here is one is biotic and another one is abiotic component. So the two components present in this environment is biotic component and abiotic component. And the next you can see here, you can see the pictures of biotic factors and abiotic factors. In biotic factors, the pictures are bacteria, fungi, plants, archaea, animals, protists. And in abiotic factors, you can see the air, salinity, soil, temperature, light, water, minerals, pH and humidity. So from this picture, you can clearly define the biotic factors as living and the abiotic factors as non-living. So biotic factors means it refers to the living components. In the pictures you can see all the factors which is present in this biotic or living and all the factors which is present in this abiotic or non-living. So this is the biotic factors and abiotic factors. So biotic factors, I told you that biotic factors is the living things, is a living thing. So here the living things are plants, animals and human beings. And also in this biotic components there are producers, three types were there: producers, consumers and decomposers. So producers, from the word producers you can say it refers to plants. So you all know the green plants which prepare their own food are called producers or autotrophs. The word auto means you all know it is self. So it is self-producing, it is self-preparing their own food. So the plants which prepare their own food are called producers and these producers are also called as autotrophs. So biotic means the living things like plants, animals, human beings, and in biotic components there are producers, consumers and decomposers. So producers means the green plants which prepare their own food are called producers and the producers are also called as autotrophs. And next in this side you can see the pictures of producers, examples are given here. The examples are grass, plants, trees and corn. Producers examples are grass, plants, trees and corn. So next you shall see about consumers. So the word consumers means it refers to animals. So producers means it refers to plants. Consumers means it refers to animals. So animals cannot prepare their own food. They have to depend on plants for their food. In producers we have seen that the plants which prepare their own food, that we call that as producers. But in consumers the animals cannot prepare their own food. So these animals have to depend for the food should be depending on the plants for getting their food. And in this consumers they were classified as primary consumers. The primary consumers are also called as herbivores. Secondary consumers are also called as carnivores. And the third one is omnivores. Like this, we are having three classifications under this consumers. So now you know what is consumers. So animals cannot prepare their own food. They have to depend on plants for their food. So next we shall see about herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So here you can see the images. Herbivore means you can see the animals that eat plants. Carnivore is the animal that eat meat. Omnivore is animals that eat both plants and meat. So herbivore and carnivore. So in omnivore you can say both herbivore and carnivore comes under omnivore because animals that eat plants and the animals that eat meat both comes under omnivore. So this is the difference between herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. So herbivore is the animals that eat plants, carnivore is the animals that eat meat, and omnivore is animals that eat both plants and meat. Next is the decomposers. So decomposers means it refers to microorganism. Producers refers to plants, consumers refers to animals, and decomposers means it refers to microorganism. So organisms which derive their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. Here you can see the examples at saprophytic fungus and bacteria. So decomposers are nothing but it play a crucial group of organisms, and this ecosystem is also responsible. So ecosystem is responsible for breaking down the dead organic matter into simpler substances. So decomposers, you can see the examples are fungus and bacteria. So producers, the plants which prepare their own food. Animals, it comes under consumers. So in consumers, the animals have to depend on the plants for getting their food. And in consumers, we have seen the three classifications, that is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Likewise, in decomposers, the examples are fungus and bacteria. Here you can see the images of various fungus and bacteria which is present here. So you all know that bacteria and fungus. So first we have discussed about the factors, that is biotic and abiotic factors, and you all know that biotic means what? Living. So this fungus and bacteria, all this comes under the biotic factors, because biotic factors refers to the living components of an ecosystem, and also these biotic factors include plants, animals, fungi, bacteria and other microorganisms. And you all know, at the same time we have discussed about abiotics. So this bacteria and fungi comes under biotic factor, and abiotic means that is non-living. So you all know the bacteria, fungi all are what? Living or non-living? It's living. So bacteria and fungi, it comes under biotic factors, and all the other things, the non-living components, that all comes under abiotic factors. And this decomposers is a crucial group of organisms in ecosystems, and also it is responsible for breaking down the dead organic matter into simpler substances. For playing this major role, this decomposers is very important in our environment. So you all, so I think you have clear about the topic, what is environment, biotic factors, abiotic factors, and the biotic factors under we have seen the producers, consumers and decomposers. Under consumers we have seen the three classifications. I think you have understood this concept very well. Thank you, and thank you for your attention.